Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start with our third chapter, or basically we can say finally we are now starting with the Python programming language of our class 12th. We will be starting with the third chapter, that is working with functions, because I am expecting that chapter 1 and 2 has been already completed, and because it was the part of your 11th standard. But still, if you have any problem, kindly let me know so that I can solve your doubts. Fine. Okay, so we will be starting with working with functions. Now the very first question is, what are functions? Okay, now as per the definition, a function is a subprogram that acts on a data and often returns a value. So the very first thing what you have to understand, that a function is a subprogram. This is the first thing. Okay, the meaning of subprogram is that it is not a program, it is a part of a program. And once you have created any sub program or a function, you can reuse it again and again as many as times you want. Okay, no need to write that same code again and again. Okay, for example, you have created any function of finding square root. So once you have created, you can reuse. If it is in the form of function, you can reuse again and again and as many as times you want in your program or in the other program. Okay, then second thing given over here is and often returns a value. It means if you want, if you wish, you can return some values from the function also. It is completely your choice whether you wanted to return any value from the function or you don't wanted to return any value from the function. But remember, Python is giving you the flexibility that you wanted to return a value, you can return as many as values you want from that function. Remember, in other programming language, we generally we are able to return only one value, single value. But Python is giving you the flexibility that you can return multiple values from the function also. How we will do it, we will see it later on practically. But what you have to understand, we can pass the values to the functions as well as functions can return some values to us. Now the next thing is types of functions. Now as we can see that there are three types of functions given over here. The very first type is built-in functions. Now what are built-in functions? As per definition, these are predefined functions and are always available for use. Okay, now see, predefined, it means that these are already defined and which you can use. For example, you have already you have used input function. It is predefined. Only what you have understood till now, that how to use that input function. Okay, we are not going to learn that how we are going to create it, but there are some functions which are already defined and we are only learning how to use those functions. That type of functions are called as built-in functions, means which were already built for the use of programmers. Then second one is functions defined in modules. Now as per definitions, these functions are predefined in particular modules and can only be used when the corresponding modules is imported. Okay, now what is the meaning of that? For example, I have given you the question of string based functions, string based question. Okay, so what you have to do, first you are supposed to import the file or the module of based on string, then only you can use those functions which are available in that particular module. Similarly, suppose I have given you any question based on maths. So first you are supposed to import the file of maths, the module of maths, and then only you will be able to use the functions given in that particular module. So this is what called as functions defined in modules. And last is user defined function. Basically we are going to concentrate today over here. It means basically we will be understanding how to create user defined function. See, the name given over here is user defined. It means we are going to define our functions. We are the user and we are going to define it. Basically it is designed by the programmer. Okay, now see, when we are going to make any function, we will be having four varieties or methods to create the function. Very first thing is we can create the function without any argument, without any return value. both things are not required. Means it is completely the choice of programmer, that how the programmer wanted to create the function. Second is, means you are not passing any argument, means you are not giving any values to the function, but you are returning some values. Means after processing part you are returning some values from that, from your function. Third variety is, we are passing the value but we are not returning any value. Okay, and fourth thing is, we are passing the values as well as we are returning the value. So any one type of function we can create, it is completely based on our choice and our requirement. I hope this much thing is clear to all of you. And today basically we are going to understand that how we are actually going to make these type of functions. Fine. Now to understand all these four varieties, we are going to start with the Python. Okay, so basically now we are going to make a new program. Now suppose we are making the program of sum of two numbers, fine? Sum of two numbers. Now see, the very first thing is no argument and no return type. Okay, this is the first variety. So now for this, this is no argument and no return type. Means we will not give any value to the program and it will not give any value to us. Means everything we will go in, we will do inside the function. Now the very first thing is how to write the function. Now to start any function, the keyword used is def. Def means we are going to write the definition of the function. Definition means we are actually writing that how the function will work. So definition of the function, def. Then whatever is the name of the function. For example, what I said that I wanted to add two numbers. So the function name we will be writing sum, your choice. Then these brackets compulsory. Then colon. Colon indicates that now we are going to write a block. Now the very first thing what we have to do is, we have to take two arguments from the, means we have to take two inputs from the user. Very first thing is a is equal to int input and then enter first number. This is how you will be taking input of first number. Then b is equal to int input. Always have habit of typing instead of copy and paste. Enter second number. So we will be getting second number. Once both the things, once the input is taken, now what we can do, we can find the sum. So c is equal to a plus b. Then we have to print the value of c over here, print the value of c. So we are writing in the proper manner, the sum is equal to comma and the value of c. See, this is our function completed. This is actually this complete. This is called as definition of the function. Okay, we once the definition is completed, now we have to execute the function. For example, print. First I am writing about this function. This program will add two numbers. Okay, once this is done, I wanted to call my function. So how to call my function? Simply write the name of the function and the brackets, the circular brackets. Now once this is done, simply save your program. File, save as. Suppose I am giving any name, suppose try. Once this is done, simply run your program or press F5 key. Now see, this program will add two numbers, enter first number. Suppose I am giving 5, second number 6, sum is 11. Okay, so basically what we have done over here is, we have created a function without any argument. No arguments means here we are not passing any value. Okay, and second thing is without no return type. So no return statement we have used over here. Now in this only I will be making chalo fine, I'll be making something different. Save as, I'm changing the name of the function try1. Now in my try1 function program, what I'll be doing with argument, otherwise with no arguments and with return type. This is the second type of variety, with return type. So basically I am going to return the value, means after calculation what I was doing previously, I was printing here. So now I will not print here, I will return it. Return the value of C, or in short like this you can write, or another method could be you can write something like this, return A plus B, shortcut return A plus B. Okay, so both the statements are allowed. So basically now what you have to understand, you are not passing any argument, means you are not giving any value to the function, but what you are doing, you are returning the value. Because you are returning the value over here, you are supposed to receive it over here. Okay, how to receive it means, once you will call this function, you will get one value. That value you have to store it in any variable. Suppose I am storing this in C. Now I am going to print it. Print the sum is equal to, and now the value of C. That's it. Okay, again you run this program. Run program. Okay, same thing you will be getting. This program, this, enter first number 7, second number 9. You see we are getting the values as 16. What you have to understand over here, that this time in your this particular program, this is no argument but with one return type. Now third flavor, save as try 3, sorry try 2. Now here you see we will be passing the argument and we will be returning the value also. Suppose I am doing this. So what you are going to do, this in this particular case, this input statement, because see we have to pass the values to the function, so this we will be not writing over here. What we can do, we can ask over here from the user, for example here only I am asking these two values. See, print this program will add two numbers. Then first we are taking first value, secondly we are taking second value. Now when we are calling this function, here you have to remember that you have to pass both the values A and B. And here you are going to receive those values. Fine. So here you are passing the value. Because you are passing the value here, so you have to receive the values over here. Suppose I am using the same name. You can change the name also. Here we are passing A and B. Here also we are receiving it A and B only. Then we are adding these two values and we are returning the result over here to the C part. Okay, so whatever is the answer of this will be stored in C part, and then we are printing the value of C. Now to run this, run module, and then you can see over here, this is enter first number 7 and then 8. It is giving us the correct answer, that is 15. Okay. Okay. So what you have to understand over here is that we are passing the value as well as we are returning the value. Now the last type of flavor, try 3 with no return type. Okay, last one was with no return type. It means this time we will not return any value because we are not returning any value. So it means we are going to pass the value here only. So it will be something like this, that C is equal to A plus B, and then we are going to print the sum. So here only we are printing the sum is equal to and the value of C. What you will feel like, all the information, all the ways are actually giving the same input and same output. But what you have to understand that these all we are getting all these four types of flexibility. Now it is according to you and as per your requirement which type of function definition you want. Okay, now you can see over here we have defined the function with passing the arguments and without any return value. Now because we are passing the arguments here, so we have to take input first. That input we will be passed to the function, but this time we will not receive it in any variable. The reason is we have already printed the output over there. Okay, over here only we have already printed the value. Okay, and here we are calling the function, or we are invoking the function. So to see the output, run the module, and then you can see over here it is again enter first number, suppose 9 2, and it is giving the correct answer, that is 11. I hope this is clear to all of you. So basically now what you have to understand, see, we have used total 4 different types of varieties where we are actually asking user for different types of option for making the function. I hope these all 4 types of functions are clear to you, how to make the functions, and then you also try to do the same thing. And then after that I will be giving you one question that you try to execute and do it in your execute in your Python. Thank you so much.